71. Hello everyone and welcome to Wolff&Schafe podcast. My name is Magdalena and here he is. This is my little kitty co-host, the Marad. Meow. Nice to see you all again. It's been almost a month. I'm totally out of practice with podcasting, so forgive me if I'm not very well organized today. So if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for waiting for me, for coming back. If you're a new viewer, this is a podcast about knitting, spinning, sewing and dyeing yarn, doing a lot of crafty things in the little town of Adliswil in Switzerland, where I live with my husband Gleb and our 3-year-old son Stasio. You can find me on Instagram on Ravelry under my full name, which is Magdalena Wolff with double F. My show notes appear in the down bar here, and the helpful links I always put in the video description here on YouTube. We also have a Ravelry group, a Wolff&Schafe podcast group, and there you can check out our giveaways and knit-alongs and all the fun stuff. Right now we're having a knit-along called Self-Love Knit-Along, and the deadline is till October the 1st. Am I right? It's so soon! Anyway, it's been great watching all your projects there. It's so nice to see that that you were inspired by the topic of our knit-along, that you finally decided to make something for yourself, because self-love is so important. So great! For those of you who are not familiar, Self-Love Cal is for knitting a project for yourself, to show yourself some love. And yeah, we will have really cool prizes. You can check them out on our Ravelry group. There are 2 threads. One is for finished objects only, one is for chatter, sharing your progress and such. So yeah, I will start with knitting. Last month has been very hectic in my life, so there is not that much to show you, I'm afraid. But yeah, let's get into this. So my socks, my never-ending sock project, they are close to being done. Yay! Look at that! Look at that! So the yarn looks really lovely, and in this like bigger sample, the tones, the shades of the yarn are so beautiful, and these are like golden sparkles here. So this yarn is Lang Yarns. Where is it? Where is the tag? Here it is. Lang Yarns Mille Colori Socks&Lace Luxe Superwash. And this, the yarn that I'm using for contrasting heels, toes and cuffs is by hand-dyed yarn, Wolff&Schafe Belladonna in the Turquoise Delight colorway. So these are all shades of purple, and this is very pale turquoise or mint with some suggestions of rust and peach. What can I say? This is my go-to heel, which is Fish Lips Kiss heel, and it works very nicely for contrasting heels, toes and cuffs. And yeah, I think I will be knitting just a little bit more, and then I will start with the ribbing. I'm using my 2.5 millimeters Gu on this long cable, because as usual I'm knitting 2 at a time socks. This is in US sizes, this is US size 1.5. And what else I wanted to say, even though the colors are so beautiful, I mentioned in the last episode, I'm not delighted with this yarn. I would not recommend it, really. It's not even the fact that it's a single ply yarn, it has like, it's wool with nylon blend, so it's supposed to be suited for socks, and it also says so on the tag. However, the yarn quality is really not fun. Especially look here. Can you see it? Can you see it? There are some joints that leave these ends. I don't know what to do with this. I probably will snip it or something, because it's like it's been joined like this, so these are the ends. It shouldn't make a hole, I hope. And the yarn is thicker and thinner here and there. Sometimes it's really thick and hairy, and I don't like it. It's just, you know, you work so hard on the socks, there are so many stitches to knit, and then you get something like this. No. So from the distance, I really love them. The dye job is gorgeous, but the production of the yarn, the spinning process, not so much, which is surprising because long yarns, they usually have good stuff, I'd say. So yeah, I'm quite happy I will be done with these soon, to be honest. And they live in this gorgeous unicorny goodness bag from Mille Klein Designs. Yay! So yeah, I will have a pair of socks soon, because you cannot have too much hand-knit socks, can you? I think not. Oh, I'll just have a sip of my tea. Again, today Japanese sencha tea. I'm worried that my Japanese tea stock is getting smaller and smaller, because, you know, with Japanese tea, the thing is, it's so delicious, but it really loses this level of gorgeousness with time. So it's best used up while fresh, which is not easy with the teas that you can buy almost only in Japan. If you can buy it in, for example, where I live in Switzerland, there are Japanese shops. You can buy tea that is not bad, but it's not as fresh. It's impossible because it's imported, and there is not such a big market for it to be fresh all the time. So it's just, yeah. But I'm digressing here, as usual with tea. I digress. Am I blurry? My obsession of being blurry. Okay, I think not. I think it's fine. Next up will be the gorgeous project that I feel a bit, well, maybe I shouldn't. I feel a bit guilty that I'm being so slow on it because it's so gorgeous, and Kristen was so lovely to gift me with this pattern, so I would really want to finish it and have it and wear it, because it's getting cooler and cooler. But yeah, I'm slow on this. I'm enjoying it, but it's just a big project. There are so many stitches right now. So I can show you my Oracle shawl by Kristen Leah, or Wool & Vine, from Wool & Vine Yarns and Yarngasm podcast, if you don't know. So yeah, it's grown a little bit. Actually, it is a lot. Well, I've been here last time. But it's such a big shawl now that it doesn't show. So at the moment I'm I'm close to finishing this section. I still have one repeat and a half of it. And then there will be again a brioche section. I believe with this color, I think it will be a repeat of this combination. So a color A and B together, but just bigger. And yeah, it will be fun. I suppose it will be quicker to knit than lace, because here I need to pay more attention. But yeah, I'm loving the effect, and I really want to have it completed so I can wear it. It's so exciting. The yarn that I'm using is my hand-dyed yarn, Wolff&Schafe Divana, which is single ply merino superwash, very soft and fluffy. And the colorways are, for color A I have Seeing Red, color B is Yozora, and color C, I love these. I know, I talked about it, but yeah, I still love them. This is Harmony. And I am knitting on 3.5mm needles, which is US size 4. I have just switched from my fixed hias, which are, I think they're 60 centimeters? I don't remember. I just switched to a longer cable because, yeah, the stitches are getting really cramped in here. Maybe soon I will have to switch to an even longer cable, but that's fine because these are interchangeable, so I can just take this out from the cable. Here I put this thingy you use for blocking so the stitches don't fall out. And then I attach this needle to the longer cable and knit with it until I get back here. And then I remove this needle from the cable that is free now, and yeah, and I attach it to the longer cable. And this way I will have a more comfortable way of knitting on this shawl, because it will get even bigger. So yeah, exciting. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the colorways play together. I really am. So yeah, so these are just my regular Knit Pro interchangeables, and they are very comfortable to work with, and they're not too pricey. So this is my second project, and I have just started yesterday. I've been swatching before, and yesterday I have finally cast on. So it's very small. I've posted about it on Instagram. If you're following me, you've probably seen it. So this is going to be Love's Promise by my friend Agata Mackiewicz, also known as Amanita. Amanita Knits on Instagram, I believe. And the yarn that I'm using is, again, my hand-dyed yarn. This time, oh, what's that? Oh, just something fell down. No worries. So where was I? Yeah, this time it's on my Moon base, which is merino superwash and silk blend. Again, fingering weight, and the colorway is Dylan. And I love this. I was debating which colorway to choose for my sweater, but I think it will look nice on me, so I went for this one. Yay! I love it. I love Dylan. And here are my fixed hias. These are not the sharps, these are the regular hias. I love them. They are perfect for such a project. And yeah, what else? I'm just starting, really. There are 8 markers. 8 markers, a lot of markers. But yeah, right now it's pretty simple. I'm just shaping. But later there will be this beautiful little cable decoration here and here. So I'm looking forward to that. And I've wanted to cast this on for ages. I had it in my queue, and yeah, I was thinking, which yarn did I choose? Do I choose what? Yeah. Also, I don't like to have 2 sweaters or tops on the go, because then I might, you know, lose interest. so I prefer to have one bigger project, such as a sweater, 1 shawl, 1 socks, something like that. Socks or mittens. I should knit some mittens. I don't know what it is. I feel like I need some mittens, but then I always end up casting on socks. I don't know why. I also need some... I don't really need, but I would like to have more hats. And again, I somehow end up casting on socks. Go figure. So yeah, this is it for knitting this week. And as for sewing, my skirt that I have started, the one with autumnal print, I haven't touched it. I don't know what it is. I just feel like sewing hundreds of teeny tiny projects that are string bags. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, maybe the creation of the first edition of that skirt was so hard that I feel discouraged now. Or I feel like I want some instant gratification. But anyway, I've been sewing bags like a mad woman. So yeah, first up, I think I was showing you the fabric for this one, but now it's complete. I love these flowers, these poppies, they're so cute. And inside I have this fabric. And then there is this silver ribbon with stars, and it's a really simple project. Again, I was using my template, my pattern that I showed you before. I just pinned it to the fabric and then measured some more, because I needed a bigger bag than this pattern is. So I just measured a bit more and then cut from it, and it's so convenient with this pattern. I'm using it all the time. Can you tell? Can you tell how many holes it has? Huh? Can you? Maybe now? Yeah. Oh yeah, here. Holes. So yeah, this is my bed. These are all cotton fabrics, perfect for just simple rectangular shapes. And then I believe the next one was this. So I was debating which fabric I wanted to have on the outside, because you have to decide on it at some point, but at the beginning you're free to choose, really, before you take some other steps. So I was thinking for this to be on the outside and this for the lining. But then I started to not be sure anymore, so I asked my son what he thought. And he chose this, so I went with it. I just went with it. And this red ribbon, I love it. So yes, this is another one. And then I'm just starting with the bags, guys, really. Another one. This is also a bag that I made longer than this. So yeah, this is this cool print, and inside it has polka dots. And again, the same ribbon. I used up all this ribbon, actually. It's gone. I have only teeny tiny leftovers. And next up I have some really cute stuff to show you. So this deck has, it's like goddess cards or something, you know, and they have this card with Aphrodite awakened, so she has a fishtail. And I bought this mermaid fabric. Okay. So I thought I would put them inside. They would be swimming inside the bag. How cute! How cute is that? And then for the outside, this cool constellations fabric, and the stars have the glitter on them. I suppose the camera is not showing you this, but yeah, they have glitter. And some just simple silver ribbon without stars, because I ran out of stars, star ribbons. So yeah, I think it's very, very cool. I think this one was also made a bit larger, because these cards are pretty big. And yeah, this is my cool constellation / mermaids bag. And then I have a forest themed bag. Looky here! Aren't they cute? So these are hedgehogs and mushrooms. Basically, it's just perfect for this time of the year. And inside the same fabric that on the other bag, just polka dots. And it has cute animals inside, look. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this one is so cute. So I think it's matchy, really. And this is not all. I'm just going crazy with the bags. So the last bag that I have is extremely cute. It's watermelons. And of course red ribbon. Plus inside the fabric that I have on the outside on the other. I really like the idea of mixing and matching these fabrics. It's just so much fun, and you get such different effects with it. And this one was actually made smaller than my template. So yeah, I think I just measured with this. So I pinned this to the fabric. Oh yeah, here. I have it here, like it's 1.5 centimeter from here. It's like ½ centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1.5. And then I just made marks. Then I removed the paper from the fabric and I've drawn a line and I cut according to the lines. Simply. So I just and yeah. It's, for me, it's much more convenient and faster than just measuring on the fabric, which is the fabric, you know, it can stretch here, move there. For me, it's easier to have a piece of paper and then just modify the size. So, as I said, this is not all with my bags. I'm planning for more in the future, and I actually have some fabric cut out for it already. So I decided to make also like for regular, like I have these cool playing cards that I've been playing with for many years now with usually with my grandparents. They really like to play cards. So yeah, and it just doesn't have any box or anything. So I didn't like the idea of it just lying around and getting like the cards getting lost. So I also want a bag for this one, and I chose this fabric for the outside. See, I have it cut out already. So yeah, I chose this fabric for the outside, which is cool because, you know, playing cards, the suit of hearts. And for the inside, for the lining, I'll be using this fabric I used for my skirt. I think it's pretty cool. They would look nice. And next up, I have a really cool, again, stars fabric, and they also, well, they shine a little bit. These are silver stars for the outside, and for the inside I have this, like, I don't know what, linen print. I really love the colors. I think they will look great together with this. Contrasting. And okay, I swear it's the last one, but you'll love it. I'm sure you will, because it's bunnies! Look at the bunnies! Oh my goodness, they are so cute. This will be on the outside, I think. Maybe I'll change my mind. And for the inside, I also have really cute print. Looky. Oh, it's a fairy. Actually, this print and the mermaid print, I read on the page of the store, because I bought it in a Polish online store. These are by Polish designers. So, it's cool. They are very cute. And this fabric is a bit different. It's I mean, it's all cotton, but I feel that both the mermaids and the fairies, they have this, they're just softer somehow. It doesn't matter when it comes to the bags, but if I were to sew clothes with it, it would be, actually would feel really nice. But, well, I suppose this is meant for kids' clothes, but still, it's cute. So yeah, well, this is it for my crafting this week. As I said, so yeah, I think I will just chat a little bit about my life in general. I will try to make it short because yeah, there is quite a lot of time to cover. I'll just mention that when I was sewing all those bags, my son was at home with me because okay, so let's just say I start now with life in general. So if you're not interested in not strictly crafting things, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And if you are, so as I mentioned before, my son started kindergarten, and he had a 2-week period of adapting there. So he started with only 1 hour, and then I would pick him up and stay the rest of the day with him. So that's why also I could not record because he was most of the time here, and I decided to do some sewing. I knew he would start getting interested in what I'm doing, but then I just wanted to do stuff. So yeah, so I was sewing, and he really wanted to try it. And of course he is too small, he's 3.5, so he couldn't sit on the chair and look at the sewing machine and press the pedal. I split the activities between us, so I was operating the fabric and he was standing next to me so he could see but yeah, he was standing so he could press the pedal with his foot. And we were sewing together, so he was very, very excited. I was surprised that he did not actually go, because I was concerned that he will, you know, not stop, like, but he did. I told him to stop and he stopped. Only once he forgot himself and he went to the edge, but normally he would stop. I would switch the direction of the fabric and he would go again. So yeah, it was very cute, really. So he was, and then he said, "I love sewing." That was so awesome. Yeah, so I will now just talk shortly about what I've been up to. So we went to Poland for 1 week and 2 days or something. And first up there was the family gathering. It was a really big thing. Last thing like that happened 7 years ago, and this time there were 70 people, more or less, give or take. So it was really something. It was basically like a wedding, but without the bride and groom. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Some of family members I met for the first time in my life. Some people came from a long way from, well, like us. We came from Switzerland. Some people came from Belgium. Some other people from all around Poland, which was really nice. And yeah, we had that. And then next day, because we stayed for the night in the hotel that we had that party in, and then Gleb and I went for a 1.5 day trip to the Świętokrzyskie Mountains, which are a bit south from Warsaw. Like, it's 2.5 hours drive, 3 hours, something like that. And yeah, we just were happy to have some time together. My parents took care of Stasio, so we could just spend one night there, and we climbed the most famous mountain of the region that gave the name for the whole region. And it was so much fun. The mountain is famous for well, one thing is that they have like relics of the Saint Cross there, but other than that, it's most famous for witches that would go there to have their Sabbath. So the whole region advertises for tourists that it's a land of the witches, which was pretty fun. There were some like wooden sculptures of witches here and there. And it really had a nice, fun atmosphere there. And yeah, we enjoyed it a lot. Then Gleb went for 3 days. He went to Oxford for a conference, like IT programming conference. And I stayed in Warsaw. I got to meet with my Warsaw knitting friends. Hi girls! So it was fun. And then on next Saturday, we attended a wedding of my friend from university. Well, actually, I was with them both at the university, just different years. But yeah, they are my friend from Japanese studies. And it was a really great wedding. And what was nice also, it was not too long, because usually Polish weddings, they start around, I would say, 6 p.m. or something, and then they are till 5 or 6 in the morning, and it's really exhausting. This one was only till 3. So I think it was perfect. We had a great time. The food was amazing. Another awesome thing was that the wedding was not in a really teeny tiny village somewhere where you can get only by the bus rented by the young couple. But we were free to leave whenever we wanted, really. So yeah, it was awesome. And also my friends, they really love Terry Pratchett, so they had a Terry Pratchett quote on their invitation and on the menus. And everyone at the table, there were round tables and around 9 people per table, and everybody had in one table everyone had a different quote, so we could read it. And those quotes were all about relationships and love and marriage from Terry Pratchett books. So it was pretty amazing. And when we were leaving, we were told that we can take with us as a gift to remember them by a little bottle of various tastes liquors. So I took quince, and you see there's the Great Turtle with four elephants and the Discworld, and then there's the married couple on top. How awesome is that? And yeah, there's the names and the date. And I was told that these liquors were made by the bride's father. So it was pretty awesome. And yeah, what else? As I said, the last 2 weeks have been very difficult for me because I was pretty drained and exhausted. Let's be honest. It was hard. But yeah, now it should be a bit easier. And we had really busy weekends. The week before last, we met with Stasio's friends from daycare. We called their parents, we contacted their parents and decided to make a little meeting. And last weekend we had again a meeting with my friend's family on Saturday, and on Sunday there was the birthday of a friend from daycare. So it was like pirates and princesses party for 3-year-olds or 4-year-olds. It was all so busy, and yeah, I'm really hoping for some nice quiet time now. What was also hard during the time I was staying with my son, it was that it was raining almost every day, like raining hard, and we couldn't go out. So being at home with a 3-year-old that is bored, it's really like not fun. I'll say it like this. So yeah, thank you so much for waiting for me. I just was not able to record before, so I'm happy to do it today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please ask away. If you have some questions, broader ones, you can post them in the Ravelry group. There's the Ask the Wolf thread, and then I answer your question on the podcast. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Happy knitting, happy crafting, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, bye!